The country of Japan is located on the eastern side of the continent of Asia in the Pacific Ocean and is made up of 4 islands. The capital of Japan is the widely known Tokyo. As of 2019, Japan's population 126,002,064,931 with a GNI of 41,690, according to the World Bank. Japanese society is extremely patriarchal and collectivist. Scientific and technological advancement is also often associated with the country, which is a notable reputation with a social culture that is so grounded in tradition and history. Climate awareness is surprisingly more of a concern for the older population than the younger Japanese. In a Japan Today article titled Land of Rising Temperatures, it cites that senior citizens overwhelmingly acknowledge the threat of climate change, but interest from those aged 18 through 29 has dropped sharply. End quote. Due to the hyper-competitive social climate, young Japanese are too occupied to care about the actual climate. Japan is among the top 10 countries for global carbon emissions, along with China leading, the United States, the European Union, India, the Russian Federation, Brazil, then Japan, and Mexico. In 2014, Japan emitted 9.54 metric tons of carbon into the atmosphere, according to the World Bank. That is 9 times the carbon emission of the second most populous country in the world, India, in the same year. This massive amount of CO2 emissions means equally massive amounts of warming. This has been a big hit to the essential Japanese fishing industry. Glaciers have melted, changing the living conditions of the Sea of Okhotsk for salmon and other marine life. This sea is the border between Russia and Japan, and has caused fishermen to work extremely hard to cultivate and fish for salmon during seasons as the temperature goes up, and it may completely change the migration pattern of the salmon. Japan has committed its government, corporations, and citizens to Representative Concentration Pathway 2.6. This is characterized by aggressive reductions in carbon emissions worldwide as the pledge to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions to zero by 2050 revealed to the Japanese Diet by Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga this past Monday, the 26th of October. Reducing emissions by 80% was an optimal goal set by the Japanese government. However, many criticize the lack of concise planning for such a feat. Following UN standards, Japan suggests that by 2030 they will have set on a journey to limit temperature rise to within 1.5 degrees Celsius, that their nuclear power will constitute up to 22% of their electricity, solar and wind power will make up 24%, and coal and liquefied natural gases will make up the other 56%. This is a journey that everyone around the world will have to walk to get to a point where we can give back a healthy earth to generations to come.